Flipkart, most popular and second unicorn in India. In this video of my second series of the unicorns list, today I would be talking about one of the most popular unicorns and nation's largest business, Flipkart. It is the second startup to attain the position of the Unicorn Club of India after InMobi. So let us start the video with its introduction and dive into the other details further. Flipkart was founded in 2007, the founders of which were Sachin Bansal and Binny Bansal. Its headquarters are situated in Bangalore, India, and it was incorporated in Singapore as a private limited company. At the beginning, the company used to focus on selling books online. Later, it expanded to electronic products, fashion or apparel, home appliances, groceries and others, providing everything at quite affordable prices. Now let us find out founders' share in the company. Binny Bansal holds 1.84% shares currently after selling a part of his stake to Tencent. And the current valuation of Flipkart stands to be $37.6 billion after one of its largest funding rounds in July 2021. Flipkart recently sought a valuation of $70 billion for the US listing by aiming to go public in the US. Moving forward to the investors and their investment in Flipkart. Flipkart has 30 investors. It has got $12.9 billion funding over 26 rounds till date, among which SoftBank Vision Fund and Tencent are the most recent ones. Other investors include Axis Bank that provided 10 billion rupees in September 18, 2017, eBay in October 25, 2017, and Flipkart itself of $200.8 million in January 16, 2019. Then, an unknown investor on September 4, 2019 provided a funding of $14.5 million. Flipkart again self-funded itself on September 10, 2019 of 16.2 billion rupees. On December 3, 2019, an amount of $28.4 million was raised by an unknown investor. On July 14, 2020, an American multinational retail corporation, Walmart, funded $1.2 billion to Flipkart. Tencent, an amount of $62.8 million on September 16, 2020. Canada Pension Plan Investment Board, GIC, SoftBank Vision Fund and Walmart all together raised $3.6 billion in July 2021. Tencent again funded Flipkart an amount of $264 million on June 13 this year. Flipkart also attracted American multinational companies like Tiger Global Management and one of the super unicorns of the world, Microsoft, an American multinational tech corporation, to invest in it. Talking about the competitors, Flipkart has made a dominant position in the e-commerce sector, even before the pandemic. So technically, Flipkart did not require an external help to grow. Rather, it has made its position on its own without having to wait for the opportunity. However, as said in my previous series, every successful startup has some competitors to compete with. And so, following are the primary competitors of Flipkart: Amazon, Snapdeal, Chroma, Tata Click, 91 Mobiles, IndiaMart, MySmartPrice, YouBuy, Alibaba Group Holding Limited, eBay, Etsy, Paytm and even Myntra too. Because despite being a part of Flipkart, it is considered to be a neck and neck company, giving a tough competition to its parent company. History of achieving the unicorn status. Flipkart was founded in 2007 by Sachin Bansal and Binny Bansal as mentioned before in this video. They had the same mindset and idea as to create a similar e-commerce company like Amazon in India after working at Amazon. Initially, Flipkart was an online bookseller company. This eventually led them to success due to its first mover advantage as there were less competitors back then. Also, the rising internet economy of India was a plus. Just after a year, it opened its first office in Bangalore. The startup received a rapid demand from the users all across the nation by this point of time. Flipkart was gradually transforming into India's greatest e-commerce business of the future. By 2009, it received its very first funding, which amounted to around $1 million. Its growth was blowing up the market and sustaining quite well. At this point, it had over 150 employees and several office setups. The startup grew so much that it is now available to over 600 cities in India. Its hope for even more growth also led to acquiring companies like Chakpak and Mind360 to bring digital content to the Indian shoppers' fingertips. By 2013, the startup's funding had raised over $550 million, which made it the world's most talked about business in South Asia. Some even called it the fuel for the future of growth engines. Then in 2016, its founders bagged the title of the Asians of the Year by Singapore's Straits Times. These profound achievements attracted the most prominent investors including SoftBank, Tencent, Microsoft and eBay. But the greatest of all was about to come, and it was when Walmart, a US-based retail giant, invested an amount of over $16 billion into the company in 2018, making itself the single largest stakeholder with over 77% stakes. This also led Flipkart to the gateway of the Unicorn Club. Further, this recognition was used to get customers from America as well. Unfortunately, Sachin Bansal and Binny Bansal had left the company and it is now owned by America's retail giant Walmart with 82.1% stakes. SWOT analysis of Flipkart. Strengths. First and foremost, Flipkart has an abundance of quality product options from almost every category. Second, exclusive tie-ups with renowned brands worldwide like Lifestyle, Apple, Motorola and Xiaomi is a plus. As the former workers of Amazon, Sachin Bansal and Binny Bansal's technical knowledge and expertise led to Flipkart's profound growth and prominence. Even after the entry of Amazon in the Indian market, Flipkart manages to give a cutthroat competition to Amazon. Next, Flipkart's tie-up with Myntra, Jabong and Walmart creates a strong base to establish its position. Having separate brands for fashion as in Myntra and for digital payments as in PhonePe contributes greatly to the brand equity. Flipkart bolstered their logistics, digital content creation, payment gateways through its strategic partnerships with eCart, Chakpak, Let's Buy, Walmart, etc. Flipkart's online branding, quirky social media and TV advertisements like kids acting as adults and celebrity endorsement of Virat Kohli, Ranbir Kapoor and now currently Alia Bhatt playing the character of Flipkart's Superwoman leads to an extensive degree of brand recall. Catchy taglines like Ab Har Wish Hogi Puri and India Ka Fashion Capital are also a great strength of the company. Weaknesses. The giant Indian retail spends an extensive amount of money on advertisements just for higher visibility across mediums. Flipkart provides heavy discounts like the Big Billion Days, which has become an annual trademark sale for all its customers. However, in the long run, extensive advertisement expenses are not sustainable. Flipkart lacks on the R&D aspect of technology, whereas Amazon has Alexa for that. The company's outreach and distribution channels are limited and are incompetent to its competitors. Flipkart's rapid acquisition spree of MechMocha, a social gaming company, and Scapic, an AR startup, despite great losses and heated up competition, are going to take a great toll in the long run. Opportunities. COVID has created a great opportunity to go digital for not just Flipkart users but also any other online e-commerce sites. Due to the pandemic, when it was restricted to step out, no doubt you must have ordered some milk and groceries from Flipkart for your daily necessities. Due to its great recognition, Flipkart has a great opportunity to scale its business outside the country like the neighboring countries and the Southeast Asian geographies because these countries have high demand for online retail. This company can look up for streamlined payments as Amazon Pay in Amazon to include new product lines. It can also look to MSMEs to sell on their platforms by promoting vocal for local slogans in India. Threats. The rise of similar e-commerce sites like Paytm, Tata Click, etc. in the country and Amazon Alibaba Group from outside the country are giving tough competition to this giant national retail. Flipkart is locked with its prime rival company Amazon in a battle of offering festive sales and ambitious money infusion from the profound investors. It has been difficult to stand out for Flipkart due to the emergence of similar e-commerce sites like Paytm, Myntra, Nykaa, Purple, Amazon with low switching costs and availability of similar brands. Flipkart was recently investigated by Competition Commission of India (CCI) on the case related to violation of competition laws in 2020, which is making it difficult to keep running its business. The government also exercises strict rules and restrictions over monitoring FDI and funds from foreign investors into Indian firms. It becomes difficult for the business to sustain if the government keeps hindering the business. Flipkart has come a long way and already achieved a lot, But there is still a long way to go for this company. Talking about the future, Flipkart is predicted to surpass the US as the second largest e-commerce market in the entire world by 2034 because this Indian e-commerce market as a whole is set to quadruple to $200 billion in the next 5 years. Arguably, it may become the nation's largest business by market capitalization in the future.